6:30 in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing up at 6:30 in the morning. This is the Long Island Railroad, Huntington Green Lawn Station. I've never really been into trains. I know a lot of people are. Oh, okay. Why not?
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Motors and Blowers. These are one of the little smalls that I have in my backyard. I haven't touched them for a year. It's been sitting out there. There's no cover, so all the rain and stuff, water goes right into the carburetor. I figured, you know what? Let's get it going. Or at least try.
I got this from my friend Nick Gaiardi over in West Islip. Just gave me a whole bunch of stuff. Former customer stuff.
So this is what I'm worried about. Look at that.
So the carburetor's got to be completely flooded with water for a long time. That carburetor is Dunsky. But I've had some luck in cleaning the carburetors before. These carburetors are not that easy to find anymore. You can find ones on eBay, or where is the carburetor? Oh, it's one of those. Man, that's really old. The diaphragm kind without even a bowl. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. This is probably just good for parts, you know, or not even. Look at that key. I'm amazed this thing still works. The chute turning thing. Yep. And these things are trashed. It's not even worth it. Never mind.
I thought maybe, what am I going to do with it, right? Still, I could use it for parts. Such as the gas tank, right? The pull rope, primer bulb, wheels. But why bother? Could I sell this on eBay for a decent amount of money? It's all cracked up, you know what I mean? So it's really not really worth anything at all. And then I said, well, maybe I can get the engine started. Now, given the amount of rainwater that's gone into the carburetor over months and months and months of sitting in somebody's yard, right? This is all locked up. This isn't even worth going in there to try to free that up. It's not even worth the time to do that. It's worthless.
Here's another small that I have. No key. And of course, also locked up. Trash. So look, I'm thinking, you know, maybe I can get a few bucks for this, a few bucks for that. Keep the wing nuts and this handle's in pretty good shape. The primer bulb, the handle, the key switch. Best thing on this thing is the gas tank. Hey, you know, people need gas tanks, you know what I mean? But this is super old, as you can see. It doesn't even have a bowl on the carburetor. So the entire engine's locked up. There's no electric start or anything. Auger paddles are trash. Decent wheels though, so I don't know. It's tough, you know. Do I strip these two and sell the parts on eBay? Is it even worth the time to do that? I don't even think so. So you know what? I'm just gonna keep these two back here again, and you never know when I run into something else and I need a part. I need a cover, I need a chute, I need whatever, a gas tank. It's here. In the meantime, I'll try to sell them, but I've had them listed both for 50 bucks. Nobody wants it. This last of my smalls terms of snowblowers. It's been sitting in this shed for probably 2 years. 2 years it's been sitting here. I remember I did get it fixed. I did start it up and it does run. Let's see if it does today. So this one looks like it's all there, excluding the cover that covers the spark plug. But if rain went down there, it would go right into that carburetor mouth. However, this has been in my shed for the entire time, so there shouldn't be any water. Holy cow. Gas in here. Or water. As you can see, paddles are decent. Not great, but still way better than the others. Good wheels. Missing the electric start. And it's a Tecumseh. And it has the bowl and the carburetor and all that stuff. And it does pull freely with a non-rusted key. Well, since it looks like it might have gas in it, what do you say we try to pull start it a couple times? Oh, that sounds terrible. I am totally impressed. What was that, like 5 pulls? Started up after sitting in there for 2 years with gas in it. Because it's 2-stroke, it's mixed with some 2-stroke oil in it. So that kind of slows the degradation of the gas as well as buildup of ethanol moisture. So, you know, most 2-strokers, you know, you can let them sit for a bit and they'll still start up pretty well, as opposed to 4-strokes where it's all, you know, E10 gas, you know, ethanol 10% in your unleaded gas. I need to find some kind of a hole, a plug for this hole. Maybe the other one has one that I could use. I believe both of these are of a similar model, if not exactly. This still has the cover. Yeah, see? This is good for something. Still has the cover. Fixed! What else can I use from this one that's trash and this one that runs? Well, it looks like this has that wingtip thing where you can easily adjust the up and down of the blower chute. So because this has the wingtip and this one doesn't, this one's just a bolt. Let's upgrade this to one that's adjustable and looks more stock. We'll just switch this around so that now this is adjustable with an easy wingtip type. There we go. Fixed! I wanted to paint the windshield because the windshield just looks crappy. I've seen a lot of videos where guys would just spray paint it black to mimic it like it's tinted. You know what I mean? So I've taped off the edges, not too well, but it's good enough.
Not great, but definitely looks better. Looks a little meaner. As you can see, you can still see through it. That paint sucks. That's why it's only $2. Well, remember, it used to be 99 cents. Inflation. This tape is barely on there. Now, of course, it's peeling off my gray paint. Oh, whatever. So I found this recently at my mom's house. She said somebody was working on something and they left this behind on her lawn. This looks like one of those window grabbers, but I can't figure out how it works. There's like a valve here and a pump, right? And if you cover it up, it seems to stop this from coming back out again. You let go and it does that, so it ought to work, right? But it doesn't. I think maybe this is too worn. If you guys know anything about this, let me know. If it does stick, you press this to release the air. Let's try it on my wife's car. It works. I don't know, do you trust this though? You know, you're holding a big windshield or something, getting ready to install it, and it just slips off. I don't really trust it. Uh-oh, I see. So it needed just to have a good seal is all. It works. Let's see. Interesting. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll sell it. So my friend Jay came by and he borrowed one of my brand new Badger weed whackers. I had the brush cutter blade on there so he can cut brush, but then he returned it after a year of borrowing it. Remind me never to lend him any more stuff. Anyway, I figured I was going to change the head on here because brush cutters really don't sell very well. Unless this is the opposite side. Goes opposite, you know? Yes, it does. It's not lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. It's righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. This is the original head that it came with. Screwed in lefty. You screw it in lefty so that the spinning of it doesn't let it come off. So you can just hand tighten it and it'll be fine. Hopefully. Let's see if it starts. Now we're going to have a good weed whacker for the spring. Nice. Just fixing smalls today, fellas. Fixed! Now that the holidays are over, I want to show you a couple of products that I got for Christmas. These are very useful. This is a combination smoke detector as well as a carbon monoxide detector all in one. What's unique about this? Well, what's annoying about smoke detectors? And, for that fact, carbon monoxide detectors. A, they're expensive, especially the carbon monoxide detectors. They're like $65. Smoke detectors also. When you put a battery in, usually a 9-volt, what happens after a year or two? Beep. Beep. Where's that beep coming from? You're looking all over your house and waiting for the beep, right? No more problems anymore. This is one unit with both carbon monoxide and a smoke detector. And get ready. Are you ready? I hope you're sitting down. A 10-year lithium-ion battery inside. So you don't have to worry about your smoke or carbon monoxide detectors for 10 years. Leave it and go on with your life and not have to worry. Also, this thing is less than 50 bucks. Let's open it up. I'll show it to you. So, when you open the box, it comes just like that. Has some anchors and screws where you can screw the bracket onto a wall or the ceiling or whatever. This is the Xsense SC01 dual function carbon monoxide and smoke detector 10-year battery life all in one. Has an LCD display that tells you, in case of carbon monoxide, the levels. And also, you have a test and a silent button. On the other side, you have this screw-in area, and it comes with this bracket. You would first put the bracket on, screw with the screws wherever you want to mount it, right? And then once you have this on there, you give it a twist, and it turns on. And now, it's activated. Once it's activated, this thing's good for 10 years. Leave it on a shelf in each room, and you're done for 10 years. What's unique about this also is that they're RF interconnected. What does that all mean? Well, because I mentioned I have them in each room in my house, right? But what if you have a really big house? Which I don't. But if you had a really big house and you had like 10 of these things, right? And you're in that room sleeping, but the detector goes off way on the other side and you can't hear it. Well, because they're interconnected automatically, once one goes off, they all go off. And now the whole family is warned and alarmed that something's wrong with the house and you got to get out. It's a very ingenious safety feature. So if you want peace of mind that your family and your home is protected with smoke and carbon monoxide, get one of these things from Xsense. I'll leave a link in the description. So that's it. That's it. This is the last 3 snowblowers I have left that I haven't fixed yet. We got 1 running out of 3. That's not bad. These 2 are beyond repair. I mean, you could, but you'll be spending more time than these things are actually worth. I tried selling them. Nobody wants them. Some biters, but until they find out that both engines are seized and locked up, there's really no point. Not to mention this one here has that super old carburetor on there. It doesn't even have a bowl. Really old. It's really tough to even find those. Not to mention the fact that if you're going to spend $10, $15 for that, this thing may not even be worth $20. You know what I mean? Selling the gas tank out of here for $20 is more worth it. I'll price out and see how much they go for on eBay. Maybe I'll just sell the parts off of it and then throw the rest of the carcass away. Keep some of the parts that I might need for future picks of the same model. And you guys know, you see a lot of these. A lot of them. They sold a lot of them out there. I know you guys have one like this too. Anyway, just getting some stuff out of my yard sorted out. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey y'all, it's Kylie here, and we'll see you next time on Mowers and Blowers.